Looking to make this, Hardiman says his next child is listed in critical condition.
12-year-old boy with saving.
I'm ALMA Ponce.
This is CBS 2 News at 7.
Boy, will you take a look at that weather outside. It's gorgeous with not a cloud in sight. Good morning. It's Sunday, July 14th. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm ALMA Ponce alongside Ed Curran. But first, let's take a look at your forecast.
700 new bikes rolled out across Chicago today as a part of the latest transit system called Divvy. With Divvy, commuters can expect to reach that extra mile in between destination points. There are currently 65 solar-powered stations such as this one, and hundreds more on the way by next spring, looking to make this the largest bike-sharing operation of its kind in the world. Reporting with CBS 2 News, I'm ALMA Ponce. You can really feel the excitement here today at Wrigley Field, where the Fighting Illini are preparing to take on the Northwestern Wildcats. I'm standing here live just outside City Hall, where moments ago Mayor Richard Daley presided over his final council meeting. We are told that after it ended, he received a standing ovation. This truly is a historical moment because it marks the end of the Daley era in Chicago. The child is listed in critical condition, and police say nobody is in custody. Reporting with CBS 2 News, I'm ALMA Ponce. Hardiman says his next step is to reestablish his career, including taking on the NRA to combat violence in Chicago. Live in the control room, I'm ALMA Ponce.
Chicago firefighters are crediting a 12-year-old boy with saving the lives of dozens of people. About 50 people living in Canaryville are displaced this morning following this fire. It started on the back porch at 4425 South Union.
Another senseless shooting in Chicago, and this time the victim, a 9-year-old boy.
I'm shot.
28-year-old Tanisha Hillard recalls the words her 9-year-old son Tykees said after being shot.
I checked. I lifted him up. It was blood all behind him. My instinct was to get my baby to the hospital.
She headed directly to Comer Children's Hospital with her kids and a male passenger. A friend, she claims, all inside her car. Police believe that male friend could have been the intended target. Still, the mother is begging for justice.
I just want whoever just shot my baby to come forward so justice can be served.
She wants the shooter caught for her son's sake. The child is listed in critical condition, and police say nobody is in custody. Reporting with CBS 2 News, I'm ALMA Ponce. We have been following this story all morning long. A 3-year-old found wandering the streets of Chicago at night by himself. Police are now questioning the mother. A Chicago woman is now facing charges after her toddler was found wandering the streets more than 4 blocks away from their West Englewood home, and in the cold. These pictures show what the child looked like when he was found by neighbors late Monday night. They say the 3-year-old insisted he was on his way to school. Amanda Martin found the boy walking around alone at night and took him to the police station.
I said, "It's okay, honey." I said, "You're going to go home." And he goes, "I don't want to go home. I want to stay with the police." And to me, that made me feel like something has got to be going wrong in that house.
He couldn't offer much more information, like his name, but police went door to door and could not find anyone who had seen him before. Sources tell CBS 2 the boy's mother found out her son was missing after a friend saw his picture on TV. The boy's mother, 27-year-old Carla Conrad, faces a misdemeanor charge of endangering the life or health of a child. DCFS says, for now, the boy remains in their care.
Completely surprised.
Former ceasefire director temh8oh Hardiman walked out of court today free of domestic abuse charges.
I love my wife. We're a solid couple, and we're going to do the best we can to make a comeback.
temh8oh Hardiman also says he's extremely grateful that his wife of 7 years decided not to press charges against him for domestic battery.
Her words were she was beaten like an animal.
It was just last month that Allison Hardiman, shown here leaving an earlier court date, told Hillside Police that her husband had beaten her in the home, punching and kicking her repeatedly.
Absolutely no contact by any means or anyone for Ms. Hardiman. She is in fear.
This is not the first time Hardiman's been charged with domestic battery. Cook County court records show a 1999 domestic battery charge where an emergency order of protection was granted. Hardiman pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 1 year court supervision. The order of protection was later dismissed. Hardiman says his next step is to reestablish his career, including taking on the NRA to combat violence in Chicago. Live in the control room, I'm Alma Ponce. Well, while firefighters remain on the scene, they do tell me that only 4 to 5 vehicles were actually torched inside of this burning warehouse. Thankfully, though, nobody was hurt. Flames spilled out of this vacant warehouse on the south side this afternoon. A nearby neighbor said